being a good...
Might be something good in there. Might be nothing. Never know unless you check.
Worthy of the treasure of Dressen Keep. Worthy of the treasure of Dressen Keep. On the sides!
Selenen, je epeia ven, eve esgravia, ne goria, heca, di... it returns. I told you to go. How fortunate for you. But no one ever considers the wants and desires of a ghost. Oh, what a presumptuous question. Such temerity. You are very rude, just like my brothers. They bound me here. They were jealous of my powers, my stature. Yes, I intended to aid the Direni against the Alessians. I hoped to get land from King Relethiel as a reward. My brothers bound me here, so I could not participate. They never returned for me. They did. Well, I'm glad to hear that at least. Forgive me. I have been languishing alone for a long time. Can you release me? You would need to destroy the relics that bind me. The seal of anchoring, the animus needle, and the soul prison.
Who is it? Who comes to these ancient corridors after all these years?
I can feel the grip of those accursed anchors releasing. After all this time, in truth, I do not know. My people are long gone. I could move on to Aetherius, or I could remain in Tamriel. See what became of the land after the Alessians were defeated. Truer words have rarely been spoken. Thank you for setting me free. But heed this bit of advice before I depart. Not everything you meet in ancient ruins shall be as cordial as I. Fare you well.
You are the first to come here in many long centuries, since this place was sealed. I despaired of anyone ever finding their way here. I am the High Librarian of Dresden Keep. I was charged with protecting our greatest treasure, the combined histories of the earliest days of High Rock. Do be careful with these books, they are in pristine condition. Indeed, our patron is Hermaeus Mora, the scryer of the heavens and he who determines the tides of fate. These treasures have been sealed away for too long. Hoarding knowledge is worse than hoarding gold, or so our patron has decreed. Take this index. It contains the names of all the volumes and scrolls the keep contains. You must give the Dressen Index to someone who can make use of it, such as a scholar of magic. Like a civilized person, you may leave through the door on the far side of the vault. No need to use the well again. The ward on the gate has been broken, and the door will open now.
You returned. What did you find? Was it jewels? Ivory? Gold? What? There's no fabulous treasure? There's no gold? I died for a bunch of moldy old books. Ah, cruel fate. I wish I had a book before all this that would have told me what was in this stupid old keep. I plan to meet my friend Linway in Aldcroft after I recovered the keep's treasures. She's in the Mages Guild. I suppose you could tell her what you found. And tell her what happened to me, I guess. Indeed. I know she'll be interested in what you discovered. Like all members of the Mages Guild, she's always been more attracted to stuffy old books than to gold or jewels. Ah well, I suppose it's time for me to move on. Farewell.
Up we go! This is so much better than reading.
You there. Be a friend and get me out of here. Greetings, citizen. I seem to have suffered a temporary setback. I could use a bit of help. These Bloodthorn Cretans ambushed me, and while I was on a mission of incredible importance, there were dozens of them, but I didn't go down without a fight. What will the Lion Guard do without me? The orc that sits before you, represents the future of the Lion Guard. I am Recruit Gorok, pride of New Orsinium. Please untie me. We have work to do. We must recover the General's dispatch and return to Captain Vistra. I took a beating when the Bloodthorns grabbed me. I won't be much help in a fight, but I'll cheer you on. Thank you. I'll take the dispatch to Captain Vistra. Find me later. I owe you a drink.
A well-made and carefully... A well-made and careful...
What is it? I'm afraid we've got a bit of an emergency at the moment. I
don't know anyone who goes by that name, I'm afraid. Our Duke was kidnapped. Perhaps she was taken along with him. I certainly wouldn't put it past those bloodthorn bats. We have a bit of a situation with Duke Sebastian of Camlorn. Perhaps you'd be willing to help extract the Duke from a rather precarious situation. Our bumbling town watch allowed the Duke to get kidnapped. That's what happened. Please, you look like you can handle yourself. Surely someone with your talents can help us. The damn Bloodthorn cult. With Camlorn in chaos and the Duke out of action, who knows what the cult intends? At least the Lion Guard finally arrived. Speak to Lieutenant Harim if you want to help. Last I heard, he was near the lighthouse. Lieutenant Harim was scouting near the lighthouse. Maybe he's figured out where the Bloodthorns are holding the Duke by now. Why, His Grace is the Duke of Camlorn. What else is there to say? He loves his people and they love him. He was driven out of Camlorn by Falchu and his werewolves. Now he reigns in exile from Aldcroft. Well, at least he did before the kidnapping. Falchu's a terrible brute. He leads the werewolves that invaded Camlorn and forced the rightful rulers to flee for their lives. I could guess. With most of our force besieging Camlorn, we're stretched thin, and frankly, the local watch isn't much use. With the Duke gone, the enemy can take Aldcroft. Then they hit our troops at Camlorn from the rear, but I'm just guessing.
Times are tough.
I need help.
I saw a large group of soldiers leaving the Lion Guard camp. I'm led to believe you're the one to thank for Gorak's safe return. He even retrieved the General's dispatch. Recruit Gorak claims that you helped him defeat dozens of cultists and recovered the dispatch from a foul necromancer. Is this true? Ah, I thought he might be telling tall tales. Still, what Gorak did was brave. Stupid, but brave. Thank you for finding Gorak, stranger. I shudder to think what those cultists would have done to him. Gorak, you took the initiative and did your best. You aren't quite ready for the Lion Guard, but you're close.
I understand, Captain. I'll double my efforts and make you proud. You can count on me.
My enchantments are superior to anything you'll find anywhere else in the city. Of course, quality will cost you more, but trust me, it's worth it. Bella's silky breeches. Look at the books on this list. This is unprecedented. Where did Richard find such a thing? What a remarkable discovery. Spirit? Ah, Richard. I knew you would get yourself killed one of these days chasing your beloved treasures. I spent many an evening listening to his tales of adventure. I shall miss him dearly. The Dressen Index? Remarkable! I'm sad that Richard died, but the information in the keep will be invaluable to our scholars. Thank you for this. And here's something for your trouble. What a magnificent find! I doubt Richard appreciated its value, though. He sought treasure, not knowledge. I'll see that the Dressen...
I have a fine selection to choose
if you want, Stam.
Dellen's mill used to grow the sweetest berries in the spring. I wonder where we'll get them from now.
Finest merchandise around.